Today we're going to talk about clearing the clutter. When I say clutter, clutter can mean anything that's in the way of you having the best life possible. So whatever is holding you back or whatever's in your way, that can be considered clutter. Whatever makes you unhappy, any baggage from the past, any things around your house, just anything that takes your focus away from being the happiest and best that you can be, that's clutter. One of the things about clutter is that your internal world is a direct reflection of your outside world and vice versa. So when you start to feel that things are a little chaotic in your head, you'll notice things start to get a little cluttered in your personal space or your workspace. And when you clean up on the outside, it impacts the inside, and when you clean up on the inside, it also impacts the outside. So you might want to have a look around in your life and see what it is that you can clean up, take care of. Now, I know that people get stuck with things. People get, there are stories around why things are important, why they should keep them. I got a book recently that has been a wonderful book. It's called The Magic of Tidying Up, and it teaches the KonMari method, which has you do things, simple things like actually physically hold the objects in your home, and if it gives you like a positive vibration and a good feeling, you keep it. And if you don't feel like a love and affinity, whether you have any guilt attached to it or if somebody gave it to you or anything, it's a sign that you just let it go, right? You can let things go lovingly, knowing with certainty, because it doesn't give you a good feeling that that's actually what you're meant to do. For example, I went around my house today, I found a couple things. There's a Simpsons puzzle, which I don't think anybody has done probably in 6 months or so, and I love The Simpsons, but I never use this, so it's really just clutter. And then there's this, right? It's a mask that I picked up when I was in Venice. Now this, even though I haven't found a spot for it yet, I love it. You know, it makes me happy. It reminds me of a really good time, and I'm also a very creative person, so this gives me a very good feeling. So I'm going to keep this. Basically, to clear anything up in your life, you just have to be committed and make a plan and get help if necessary. So help could look like a friend of yours coming in to assist you. It could look like hiring a professional, and that's for like physical clutter or mental clutter, whatever it is. You can get coaching, you can get all kinds of things to tackle the internal world, which again will impact your external world. But if you start with one, it's going to impact the other anyways. So whichever the one you notice the most is the one that you should go after first. So there are a couple tips that I can give you. One is, when you're doing your clear out and you're getting rid of clutter, commit to following through with it at that time, so there's no pulling things back and second guessing yourself. You've really got to trust your judgment. The other thing I want to say is, don't get rid of other people's things without their permission. Like, you really have to, you don't want to cause any rifts. So you really want to be on the same page with the people. If it's something that's very offensive to you or something that you really don't like and it really upsets you, then there's a conversation you need to have. But I would not recommend just going through and pushing things out. And again, once these people know like that clutter for themselves is holding them back and really get that they can be free, they might want to take action and do it themselves anyways. So if you're pushing people, people are like, don't tell me what to do. Very common response. But if you allow a clearing and you become the person to actually, you're taking care of your own stuff, people see that, and then they really want to make a difference for themselves. So be that leader, be that influencer, be that declutterer. Make the plan, take action, get it out.